Hello, my lovely. Nice to see you again. Yeah, you're looking really well, I must say.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
So it's been a long time since I coached you. I really
Yes.
had to cast my mind back, and I just wanted to ask you a little bit about your journey
Sure.
since then. Okay, but just to remind folks, tell me, when was it we coached? Where we did the coaching together? 2000.
I want to say 2000 and we probably started having conversations in 2003 thereabouts.
Okay,
Uh,
but
uh,
officially we did the coaching for you. As far as I know, 2009.
yes, that would be. It was definitely after 2009 in Southend. Yes.
Yes, that's right. Wow.
Yeah.
We've come a long way since then.
I
Wow.
know. Gosh, do you know when you think that? I thought, has it been that long? It only
Yeah.
feels like yesterday.
So
So
over 10 years. And in those
wow.
10, and when we first did the coaching, can you remember what, where you were like work-wise, professionally, and what kind of situation you were in?
I can, yeah. So without naming names, I think I was in a place where I was working, so I was a bum on a seat,
Ah,
but definitely didn't get any sense of fulfillment,
yeah.
and yet didn't really have a sense of purpose. So I didn't have a goal. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
have anything I was reaching for.
Mm.
It was literally living for Friday. If
Oh,
I
really?
put it into a
So you didn't
cliche.
enjoy your job at the time. There was nothing that was satisfying about it.
No.
And you didn't feel like it was taking you in any direction or goal?
Any direction. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would do the job to the best of my ability.
Mm.
You always still have a sense of pride. You still have your values that you work towards, but there was no kind of like, what is it I'm actually pushing for?
Mm. Yeah.
What does it look like in 2 years' time? I
Yeah.
don't know.
It was just
So it
paying the bills, I guess.
was literally just paying the bills, and it
Mm.
was very frustrating. And I'd say to a certain extent frightening as well, because it almost felt like being in a deep blue sea
Oh.
and not really knowing in which direction I
Mm.
want to go or start swimming in.
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
yeah so that
So when you came to me and you said, okay, we're going to do the coaching,
yeah.
what did you want to get out of the coaching?
I think for me, I wanted a sense of clarity.
Mm-hmm.
um it something to hold on to. So, you know, to put it in a word I understand now, I wanted a goal. I wanted something to strive towards. I didn't
Right.
have those words back then. I remember
Yeah.
that very clearly. I was
Yeah.
just kind of like, something, what is it I can do?
Yeah.
Um, but I definitely wanted just some clarity, like just a
Yeah.
North Star. That's the
Yeah.
direction I'm going. Okay,
Yeah.
now I know
Yeah.
what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember we started looking at your skills and doing some of the
Yes.
exercises.
Yeah.
And at the time, how did you feel as we were getting through the coaching? Did you feel that you were getting anything out of it?
I'll be honest with you, when we first started doing the exercises, I was like, what is this?
I can understand.
Again, because I had no sense of clarity, so I didn't really have anything to relate it to.
Yeah,
But I think the
'cause-
once we started going through the skills, I was kind of like,
yeah,
yeah, I am good at that.
yeah.
So it started to feel very kind of refreshing and empowering for me.
Mm,
The visualization that we did, where I think I
mm,
drew and I also kind of did a little bit of meditation around
mm,
what does it look like when I
mm,
get where I want to get to? What does that actually feel like, taste like?
mm-hmm,
That was very empowering.
mm.
So as we went through the exercises, I started to feel a little bit more like, the noise is clearing away, and a path is being created here.
Wow.
A path that maybe has already always been there. I just maybe didn't have the skills to
You know
find.
what? It was always there.
Uh,
I knew from the beginning. I knew from the beginning. I saw so much potential when we first started working together, and I thought, I'm not going to say anything. It's not for me to say, but I'm just going to guide you to help you answer your own questions, and that's what we do when we're coaching. And I remember quite distinctly. I remember one session where we sat down and we looked at the skills that you had plotted out on your big long Excel spreadsheet. It was enormous, and we sifted through it. And I said to you, so I know you know which skills you're good at, but tell me which ones you really enjoy. And you were like, and that made you think, and you pointed them out. And I said to you, well, there you go. It's in training and customer service and helping others and coaching more than anything else. And you looked at me rather puzzled, and you said, yeah, well, that's something I do. It's nothing important, because that's not really what my job is. And you couldn't see it at all. And since then, tell us about what's happened in your career.
It is like something out of a movie, seriously. It was absolutely crazy. So still moving within customer service. So I worked for a council in customer service and absolutely loved it. I knew that it wasn't my final stop, but it just was so empowering, because I think I had this understanding now that, I am here to help people. And my kind of mantra was, if I can help one person a day, that's it, I'm going to be on. And that was really fantastic. And following on from that, I got headhunted internally into the learning and development team.
And that just kind of came along like by magic.
Just there I was. And the thing that the manager said to me was, I really love your style. You just have this natural ability to get people talking to you. And I thought, something I do. But actually,
wonderful.
It is something that I am passionate about. So still currently working for within learning and development. Something I absolutely enjoy, very, very passionate about it. Yeah. And I've just recently made the decision, and I don't know if you know about this, that I've recently made the decision that actually I'm going to open a company. Yes, I'm going to open a company and work time, and I'm going to do life coaching, and I'm going to do speaking events and stuff like that.
I've had no influence on this whatsoever.
In March of this year, I was invited to go along and speak to a group of women, and even though it was really terrifying, I think I kind of felt inside, but this is what I've been aspiring to. So I went along with it, and it was absolutely amazing. And it was a few weeks after that, I got some cards printed with with the name of this company. And at the time I hadn't decided. I got the cards kit printed, and it's the name of the company that when we did the visualization exercise, that was the name of the company I picked.
I don't remember you telling me anything about coaching or seeing a company in your visualization. In fact, I don't remember anything much about the visualization. It was over 10 years ago.
I remember telling you that, it was a farm, and that, it would be this consultancy with, coaching and stuff. And the name of the company is Victory Farm.
Holy moly, that is amazing. Seriously.
So talk about coming full circle, Shamim.
So it's just amazing. So you saw this in your visualization?
Yeah.
10 years ago. And you've
Yeah.
had several jobs since then. And you, at that time, you had no idea that you would end up in learning and development or coaching or training or anything, because
No.
your direction at the time was in a completely different angle.
It was a completely different way. And if you had said to me at that point in time, oh, you know, V, I think you'd be really good at coaching, I'd have probably dismissed you and not, what is she talking about? There's no way. And I would probably hazard a guess to say I knew so little about coaching, and probably didn't even realize that I was doing it in
You
my
were
day
doing it, yes. Because
without.
when you described how you dealt with your customers, and I remember distinctly you telling me one time that you were trying out different languages
Oh, yes.
to try
Oh,
and help people and talk to them in their own language. I just thought that was phenomenal.
yes.
I mean, who does that? That's superb.
At the time, my manager didn't believe me, and I said, "No, actually, I have taught myself. I think it was Polish and Urdu at the time. Yeah, like just how to create
Mad. Oh, wow. I am so proud of you. You've come such a long way. And I just think you're an absolute inspiration for people. If,
No,
if anyone has any doubt that that stuff works, the going into the, what I call into the basement and digging around in your mind and finding out what it is you truly, really want in the deepest part of your soul, in your heart, and then actually putting it clearly on paper and seeing it. And even at the time, with you probably didn't believe it, but here you are. And I've had very little connection with you whilst you've been not coaching, but very little in coaching you in this direction at all. It's just kind of happened, and I just think it's absolutely mind-blowing.
People say to me, V, what one thing can I do? They ask me now as an L&D person, well, what one thing can I do to move me to the next level?
Yeah.
And the first thing I will always say to them is get yourself a coach. Get yourself a coach. Get yourself somebody that can put you in a safe space, because that's what you did for me. It was that safe space to stop the noise and almost just create clarity.
Yeah.
No judgment, with no kind of shame or anything like that associated to just explore what does that look like? What does good look like for me?
Yeah.
And that was really powerful. I can not recommend you enough.
Thank you.
Honestly, get yourself a shamim.
Thank you so much. That's wonderful.